Hey guys, and welcome! It is nearly time. Total War Warhammer 3 is nearly upon us, and CA are going to be dropping on their channel an official reveal for the gameplay of the game, and I'm here to watch it along with you guys. So let's quickly pop over to the correct YouTube page for them. I'm getting pretty hyped. They've got a little countdown going on themselves, saying it is in 2 minutes time. So let's get rid of our little screen blocker there. Boop! And pop up into the game, and you can see all the glory at work. So it should be some good fun. Just going to be chilling out with you guys, looking through what they say, trying to react as we go. But how are you guys doing today? I see a lot of people here. What's up, real human being? How's it going? Van Folson, don't worry guys, I made it. I'm here, don't worry. That's why we delayed the stream a little bit, just to make sure you were here. What's up, Anki? Nerob the Clown? Chalco, Deadly Bunnies is here as well. I don't know what noise bunnies make. I'll give you a quack quack anyway. What do bunnies make? I suppose they kind of chirp a little bit. Yes, the hype is real. Captain Morgan's here. Hello, champ. Davina as well. Hope you guys are all looking, feeling good. Also, hi everyone. What's up, Park Map? How's it going, champion? I was late because I was eating ice cream. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was devouring ice cream. I regret nothing. I regret 0 life choices here. Oh, 60 seconds. So you guys hyped. What are you most looking forward to in Total War Warhammer 3? I've seen the exact same amount of stuff you guys have seen, so I don't have any more insight into the actual gameplay. I know after this event, a lot of the bigger YouTubers shall be casting different bits and bobs, campaign footage and gameplay footage and all that kind of good stuff, I'd assume. But first and foremost, of course, Total War have to put their stuff out themselves, and it's going to be a fun little showcase. So it says here, for those who don't know, Total War Warhammer 3 Global Gameplay Reveal, full showcase. It's time. We're proud to present Total War Warhammer 3 Global Gameplay Reveal event, showing off battle gameplay, the brand new cinematic trailer, which we actually saw yesterday because a leak happened, so they had to reveal the trailer a little bit earlier. Developers Insight. That's going to be quite cool to hear, actually, the developers talking about what went into making this game, the changes and so forth, and much more. Join us as we dive into the full showcase with our host, Frankie Ward. So, not sure who Frankie Ward is, but it'd be cool to meet them and see how this goes. What's up, General Vern? How are you? Yeah, I think rabbits squeak. I think they squeak, actually. I think you're right, real human being. But you guys pumped? You guys ready for Kislev? And also, do you guys want a face cam on? Do you want me to face cam this? So, what I can do is like pop my little face up here so you can see me as we do the reveal, or do you prefer it to be like, no reveal, evil ducky, don't show your face? If you guys want to see the full screen of the event instead, just let me know and we can move it one way or the other. She was a caster for Overwatch, awesome! Awesome stuff. The countdown is in. Move that sound down a little bit. The chat for the official Total War page is certainly Kislev favoured. Everyone's putting in bears and so forth. I blame Sinesh for the tardiness, of course. Big hype indeed. What's Rubber Duck of War? It is a rubber duck who has devoted its life to war. The infinite duck face is kind of funny. Yeah, the duck faces go into the realm. Yeah, ice cream is one of my weaknesses for sure. Face cam? Cool, well we've got like a minute here so we can pop up the face cam. I'll try and get in a little bit closer so you guys can actually see me. I will be looking down away from the camera quite a bit, because you guys are on my phone, at least that's how I can see you. So let's add that. Boop. And we're back. Infinite ducks. So many ducks. I don't think I've actually got any of my rubber ducks on me. I think they're all packed away from when I moved out and had to move back in. We have a little toff here. A little toff Bayfong. Boop. You can see that. Greatest earthbender to ever live. Alongside the Boxer Gauls, of course. Oh man, I'm so hyped. I have no idea what to expect. I'm assuming they're going to be showcasing the battle, maybe? And then kind of talking through the mechanics and everything they changed, and maybe it's going to be a siege, because we saw earlier some leaked footage, I think. There was a picture or something. Maybe that wasn't leaked, maybe that was from the tiny little teaser they did. And it seemed like you could build battlements during the siege, which is so cool and so much more exciting than the standard form. So maybe they're going to showcase a siege. That'd be a bold move, considering how notoriously disliked I think sieges are, for the most part. I'm sure some of you guys do really enjoy them. Let's get you guys, so you guys here, you can actually see yourselves on my phone. Let's quack all together. Oh, I'm not actually a rubber duck of war, I'm like a kind of created avatar, I suppose, for the duck to be able to speak to you.
I'm Gareth Edmondson, Studio Director at Creative Assembly. Thank you for joining us.
Let's go.
In just a few minutes' time, the amazing teams working on Total War Warhammer 3 will share with you some exciting updates on the development. Before that, I would just like to take a moment to reflect on the past year at Creative Assembly. Now, I recognise that we've been fortunate and have continued to be successful despite
Let me know about the
global
sound, by the way,
pandemic.
guys.
And I'd like to thank our incredible support and IT teams here at Creative Assembly. It was a monumental undertaking to move all our global operations to be fully remote March last year.
That'd be a horrible
Yet we
situation.
did it, and we got our teams up and running and working from home within a few days. In fact, during the last year, whilst working remotely, we've grown by 20% and recently announced the opening of a third development studio in the UK for when we return to our studios later this year.
Hire me, CA.
We're now the largest UK developer with 800 employees representing 46 nationalities based across our 4 studios in West Sussex.
Wait,
UK,
CA did
and
Alien
Bulgaria.
Isolation?
We've adapted and continue to make games from home, and that's a testament to the talent, passion and creativity of our fantastic teams. We also work to support both our local and global communities throughout this difficult time. For example, we gave away nearly 5 million copies of a Total War title to support the UK government's initial stay-at-home campaign. We gave £10,000 to our local food bank, £10,000 to our charity of the year, Click Sergeant, who support young people with cancer and their families. And with the help of our players, we raised an additional £76,000 donation via game sales.
CA
We're
pen
also
work this
continuing
year.
our efforts in our education work by supporting disadvantaged students who did not have access to tech at home by providing laptops, and also opening a new scholarship program with TCA
I know
University
CA as well do a lot of
disadvantaged and
internships
minority
for students because I had
And
one
we
contact
continue
me
to
before
speak
about a
to
project.
thousands of students across the globe to support
See
their
if you
career
guys
aspirations.
sound all good.
As for the reason why you're
Make
here
him a
today,
little louder, yeah?
well, we announced Total War Warhammer 3, the last instalment of the trilogy,
be all
back
good.
in February. The reception to our trailer has been incredible, and we've loved seeing your reactions and comments. This month, we celebrate the 5-year anniversary of the Total War Warhammer franchise. It's been an incredible journey, and for this, I'd like to thank our partners at Games Workshop and each and every person
I
at
have
CA
a really
who
cool
contributes
announcement
so
to
much
make after
our
this as well
creations.
about Games
And also,
Workshop,
of course, our fans.
which is really exciting.
Thank you for believing in us, and thank you for your continued support. We can't wait to show you more of Warhammer 3, so stick around as we're about to start. Enjoy the show.
Yes. So apparently this is a little quicker on Twitch, but I don't want to jump in part way through, so we can chill at our own pace. If you're watching it through this anyway, you don't really need to watch like it on multiple screens. So. Yes. Oh, is this like a new cinematic trailer, or are they just going through all the old ones, do you reckon? Oh my god. I wasn't even playing the game at this point, this is crazy. Ooh, I like the music. What? Favorite race Empire? You guys should be ashamed. Ashamed, I tell you. Yeah, CA does a lot of good stuff. What's up, Magnus? How are you? Hope you're all good today. This is really cool. Let me know if the sound of the trailer's like overpowering my voice. I'm trying to like lean into the mic because I know it does get a little like that. I'll like point out the moment where I came into the game as well. Not yet. We're waiting for the arrival of the duck. Not yet. I wasn't here for the Queen and the Crown. Not the Curse of the Vampire Coast even. And here we go. Here we go. This is the DLC I got when I first got into the game. That's where I entered. It was the Prophet and the Warlock. At this point, I didn't have a picture of me there. You know. like favourite Warhammer race stuff, but it's fair enough. And they've done some amazing trailers over the last like 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been. Yes, Polar Bear Cavalry! Epic sound. 3 billion bells, yeah man. The way the stage coming on YouTube is a bit behind one on Twitch. That's fine, PuckMap, because I'm just going to be watching it here anyway. So like, you can go watch, like if you want like to be 2 minutes ahead, you can go watch on Twitch I guess, but like, it's chill.
Hello everyone and thank you
action.
for joining us for the first Total War Warhammer 3 showcase event. I'm your host Frankie Ward and I'm here to give you an exclusive first look at what Creative Assembly has in store for the cataclysmic conclusion to the Total War Warhammer series. Today we'll be kicking things off with some brand new content before diving into an exclusive first look at a Total War Warhammer 3 trailer and gameplay. We'll also be hearing from the developers working on the game to learn more about the chaos you can expect to experience. So, without further delay, let's get started with a glimpse into the vision for Warhammer 3 from game director Ian Roxburgh.
Awesome.
Total War Warhammer 3 is the grand conclusion to the Total War Warhammer trilogy. The success of the first few games has actually enabled us to be far more ambitious and expand the scale of warfare like never before. When we first embarked on this epic journey way back in 2012, we just looked at this incredibly rich and diverse amount of content that the Warhammer Fantasy universe has in it, and really wanted to make a game that contained everything. But it was very apparent early on that there's no way we could put all that stuff in and do all of it enough justice, both in terms of a Total War game and in terms of the incredible IP, just in one game. So we decided we'd need to do a trilogy, 3 massive games in their own right, but then fans who have played all those games and enjoyed them will get the opportunity to play one giant game at the end that combines all the content from all these 3 games in this massive world. It's the game we want to play as developers, and it's the game we knew our fans would ultimately want to play.
For sure, that was a good choice, splitting into 3 games in my opinion.
Warhammer Fantasy Battle Universe is such an incredibly rich and diverse world full of incredible monsters and giants and characters and environments and storms of magic, and you name it, it's in there, and it just provides such a brilliant tapestry to design a Total War game on. We can do things we'd never ever be able to do in any other kind of environment, and it's been such a pleasure to work with this IP and to bring new experiences to our players that they would never have seen before in a Total War game.
It really changed the landscape of Total War
So now that
games.
you know what the vision is, I think it's time to jump into our first exclusive segment. Here is the first in-engine cinematic trailer. Enjoy!
Oh, I think this is the one we've already seen, funnily enough, because obviously the leak. But we can discuss a little bit while this trailer goes on. Well, those who haven't seen, of course, enjoy the trailer. But I'm assuming it's the one we've seen. Assuming.
Key slave.
Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Cool. What are you guys making so far? Warland Plus map is an incredible achievement. The fact they can do that over the 3 games is going to be insane. Insane. Yeah, this is the same trailer I've already seen. I've already done a reaction video to this as well. Very cool stuff though. I love the like Siberian tiger you see at one point that can be summoned up and brought to the battlefield by Kislev. This guy interests me. The guy who like turns to chaos from Kislev. I wonder if he's going to be some kind of legendary character. Still spooky.
To be the bulwark the world relies on? Does it make us weak? To witness endless loss?
Turn into the dark side. Supposed to destroy the chaos, not join them.
Do we falter?
I like his rationale though, in fairness. Like, Kislev literally is the whipping boy of the rest of the world. Oh, hold back all the deadly enemy. They're Gondor. Like, hold back the enemies while we chill. So good. Con Berserker's gonna be wild.
Fought against an anvil of ice.
Cavalry! The Siberian tiger there. I thought it was a wolf.
Consumes us. But from the fire, we rise again.
Demon's looking scary so far. We need to think of a name for the bear. We really do. Team bear all the way. All the way. A little bitty demon versus giant ice bear. Ice bear every single day of the week. And this bear survived. That was the main thing. I was really worried when I watched this for the first time about the bear. But he's chilling. He's fine. Look at him. The happy little bunny. Oh, come on. I need to learn up my lore because I know the demons in 40k are slightly different.
That had everything. Giant elemental bears, bloodthirsty demons, and one cold-blooded ice witch that you wouldn't want to mess with. And now, for the moment you've been patiently waiting for.
Let's go.
The world premiere of Total War Warhammer 3 gameplay. It's time to
go.
unsheath your swords and get ready to invade the realm of Khorne in the all-new survival battle mode. Let's jump into the
New
action.
battle mode. You guys hear that? Survival battle mode. Skulls for the skull throne.
Here it is, the first look at Total War Warhammer 3 gameplay. Today we'll be testing our mettle in an epic new game mode, Survival Battle. Survival battles drop us into the heart of enemy territory. To prevail, we'll need to deploy our defenses by spending supplies on a variety of barricades, projectile towers, traps, reinforcements and buffs.
I've
In
seen
this
games
particular
before.
survival battle, we're taking the fight to Khorne, seizing 3 victory points as we progress through the ruined fort with the Brass Citadel and its gatekeeper as our goal. But our invasion into Khorne's domain will be hard fought. We'll be repelling 3 waves of lesser demons before going toe-to-toe with an exalted bloodthirster.
Oh, yes, boy. We get a first look at all the magic on the right. I like the layout.
As the battle begins, we find ourselves immediately set upon. Some quick flanking and a blast of Katerin's ice magic sets us up for a swift initial win.
Unit cards look good. Very good.
Now
love
that the
the
way
UI
ahead
so
is
far.
clear, we can progress to capture the first victory point and start our defensive
The Gondor,
preparations.
the Kislev.
We'll use our structures, which have been built from salvage found in Khorne's realm, to our tactical advantage. They'll help us herd our foes into kill zones so we can take control of and maintain the battle's flow. We'll place barricades on
so
either
weird
side of the
to
victory
watch.
point and block off all easy routes up the main ramps. This will funnel the bulk of the demons towards the side ramps, where our Hussar Guard will hold the line. Meanwhile,
Hussar
our
Guard.
towers, Kossars, and Katerin will tear them apart. Here they come.
Coming through like fiery portals. Berserkers look nasty. Like they're gonna carve you up.
Katerin uses her Lore of Ice to quickly slide between engagements. To help ease the load on our Hussar Guard, we'll use her devastating Frost Fang ability
That's
and Heart of Winter spell.
Baller. She has like a ice surfboard.
Against
those
such
animations are
insurmountable odds,
good.
our warriors are sure to tire and take losses. Thankfully, we can keep our army fighting fit with the replenishments menu.
Ooh, okay. I don't think that'd be in multiplayer, but maybe it will be as well. That'd be an
Likewise,
interesting
we can
mechanic.
dramatically improve a unit's performance with the upgrades menu, where we'll buff weapons, armor, and
No
other
way!
essential
You upgrade
items.
mid-battle.
But that won't be enough to take us to the Brass Citadel. We'll need to call fresh troops into the slaughter with the recruitment menu.
It's like a campaign, but like live action on the map almost.
Our defense is holding thanks to our Streltsy reinforcements, but the demons keep coming. Our goal lies beyond the first victory
You guys
point,
see
and we
that?
need
They've got
to
gun
press
axes.
onwards. With the bulk of the enemy in one convenient narrow corridor, a decisive charge from our winged lancers should put a swift end to their
They
assault.
definitely had guns shooting out with the axe on top so they could hit down. Classic Khorne fleeing before the might of the bears.
Into the blood pits and seize the icon of blood.
We've survived the first wave and can press our invasion deeper into enemy territory.
Halberd units looking scary. That's so funny. I love it, but it's really funny. The ice snowboard, just like skirting
The
along.
defense of the second
That's
point
cool.
begins shortly. We've only a brief respite before the demonic hordes come anew, and haven't much time to arrange our units and structures. As we progress, we'll expand our pool of available troops, summoning higher tier units to meet the challenge of an ever-growing
these look
threat.
so cool. The bear cannon, like on an ice sledge. The corn look cool as well. Come on. Bears, Kislev. What are you guys thinking so far?
With healing and buffing abilities, and a bear mount to
Roll.
briskly carry him between units in need, the Patriarch is a strong addition to our forces.
Okay.
Many a Chaos slave has fallen to Little Grom's ancient and roaring fusillades. Fighting alongside it stokes pride into the hearts of all Kislevites.
Putting pride
And
into me, and I'm
rightfully
not even from Kislev.
Right now, Little Grom, with help from the Ice Guard and other units, is
Little
making
Grom.
steady work of the demons assaulting our western wall.
I like this game mode. It seems fun. It seems like new and fresh. The UI looks really cool in the Winds of Magic. They have so
But
much
where
Winds
our
of Magic
western
mode.
defense is prevailing, our eastern flanks are in danger of being overrun. A second artillery unit should help even the odds.
I love the name Little Grom. I don't know why. It rings so true.
Although advancing's our primary focus, we'll leave a rearguard to protect the bulk of our army. Losing a victory point and getting flanked now could spell disaster.
So those victory points gets you resources, and that enables you to do the upgrades and bring in new
to
units.
The boiling moat. We must seize the icon of torment and tempt Korn's gatekeeper from his lair.
So epic.
Here we make our final push. Tired and bloodied from our march into chaos, we face two waves of demons, bolstered with heroes, cavalry, artillery, and the gatekeeper himself.
Wonderful.
Now
You can
is
see
the
him in
time
the
to
distance.
rain the full force of Ursun's wrath down upon our foes.
I've got a feeling this is going to be combined with the quest battles.
But
in
to
campaign.
endure the coming storm, we'll need Kislev's fiercest defender.
The boy! Yes! Look at him go!
Despite Korn's overwhelming numbers, we're standing strong. Kislev's superior ranged capabilities mixed with the staunch bulwark of the Tsar Guard and the capacity to restore our troops from the replenishment menu and the Patriarch's abilities means we're deeply entrenched. With that in mind,
Ooh,
we
that's
can stand to be a bit more aggressive.
Skull cannon.
With so many demons packed together tightly, Katarin's Frostfang ability and her other offensive spells prove
Feel the
ruinous.
HP
With
damage.
Korn focused on piercing our Tsar wall, we can unleash our Warbear Riders and other cavalry to wreak havoc in their flanks.
Kislev looks so fun.
Add the Elemental Bear's ranged Elemental Breath ability and a continuous rain of fire from our little Grom units, and we soon find ourselves prevailing against the third wave.
Prepare for the fight of your lives.
Here he is, the
That's
Gatekeeper,
cool.
an exalted bloodthirster. This greater demon of Korn is war, brutality, and murder incarnate. No mortal man could hope to stand against one and survive. Thankfully, we have a giant ice bear. If we're not careful, Korn's Gatekeeper will systematically devastate and rout our infantry, sowing discord and creating holes in our wall. We need to keep him focused on the elemental bear whilst peppering him with ranged attacks and spearing him with our anti-large infantry, like the Ice Guard. The quicker we tank the Gatekeeper down, the sooner we claim victory.
Ice guards look really awesome as far as the units go.
The combined might of Katarin's magic, the elemental bear's ferocity, and the continuous assault of our army is too much for even Korn's greatest of
Oh,
champions.
I wish they had the sync
We
animation.
stand triumphant. But Korn is not the only dark god with a realm in this accursed place. The battle is won, but the war goes on.
That looks cool, guys. That looks very cool. I wonder if you can
Ian,
do that
thank you
co-op.
so much for joining us. And I have to say, that survival battle was wild. So how does it feel to
what
finally
they say.
reveal gameplay?
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's been brilliant. We know how much the fans have been eagerly anticipating the first gameplay footage, and the team and I are absolutely ecstatic to be able to finally show some, particularly considering this is such a new and unique battle type that's never been seen before in a Total War game.
The Realms of Chaos seem like a really bold design choice. Why have you decided to go beyond the mortal planes to include them?
Well, first of all, it was always our intention to actually explore the entire Warhammer fantasy universe within the trilogy, and splitting up the 4 gods in this way has really given us an opportunity to look at each of them in more detail, because they're so incredibly rich and diverse in terms of their content.
It's smart.
And the Chaos Realms themselves are a crazy place with incredible environments, and it's really given us a chance to explore new features and gameplay and bring some creativity and innovation that players may not have expected to see from the 3rd game.
The maps
Opening up
do
the
look
Chaos
very,
Realms has quite literally given us brand new dimensions to be able to explore in terms of gameplay and features.
Is there anything you're specifically hoping players take away from their experience with the game?
Well, first of all, I just want the fans who have played the game to really feel like we've ended off the trilogy in the best possible way and gone out with a big bang and made it the very best Total War Warhammer game we possibly could have. Throughout the design of the game, we've spent a lot of time really understanding what our fans have wanted from the first few games and stuff that we as developers would have wanted, and tried our very best to get as many of those things in as we could. This is the 3rd game in a trilogy, and so we really want people who have played the first few games to still feel familiar with the game and immediately feel comfortable that it's the same environment that they've immersed in for hundreds of hours playing the first few games, but at the same time bring in loads of innovative and interesting new features to keep them challenged and keep surprising people with things that they may maybe not have expected in the 3rd game. But ultimately, the whole trilogy is all about fun. That's been the guiding factor from the start. We really want people to just jump in and from the word go, just have hours of fun playing the game and immersing themselves in this incredibly
designs
rich
are so
and
cool.
unique
You can see like the
universe.
lava under the bridges.
I couldn't agree more, Ian. But finally, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans watching?
Yes, we'd like to thank them all for their incredible support and devotion over the last few years with Warhammer 1 and 2. It's been incredible, and as developers, that's why we do it. That's why we get up in the morning to make games that entertain people. And then when you hear fans saying how many hundreds of hours they've enjoyed playing the game, it makes it all worthwhile for us. Thank you very much for all the kind words, and we just hope that we've been able to make Warhammer 3 the kind of game you all wanted and expected, and you love that as much as you love the last 2.
As far as
Ian,
games
thank you for
companies
joining
go,
me today,
CA
and
really
good
are
luck
like
with the rest of the development.
really good.
Thank you very
what they
much.
do.
Before we wrap things up, let's get some insights from the development teams about what you
more,
can expect to
more.
experience within this chaotic world.
Into the realms of chaos. What you guys think so
In
far?
Total
The
War
vibe?
Warhammer 3, we'll be venturing to some of the
she's
most
familiar.
deadly and mysterious regions of the Warhammer Fantasy Battles universe. In Warhammer 1, we were in the Old World. In Warhammer 2, we ventured to the New World within Lustria
Buff
and
tic-tac-toe.
Nagarond. In Warhammer 3, we'll be venturing to Kislev, to
Oh,
the very top
yeah.
and west underneath the Chaos
Very
Realms,
Russian.
who have been the bulwark
Rus.
of humanity, keeping the human civilization safe from the constant chaos incursion.
The
But to
mountain
the east,
there.
we have the mysterious, private and very ancient civilization of Grand Cathay. Beyond the
Any footage of
mortal
them?
and humanoid realms, we can also travel to and play within the Chaos Realms themselves.
okay, I think they're focusing
Four
just
ruinous
on
powers
Khorne and
seek to
Kislev
rule
still.
over this place, ever seeking to slip their bonds. We have Nurgle, the Plague God, Slanesh, the Lord of Excess, Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways,
great
and
dark god,
Khorne, the
yes.
God of Blood, Slaughter, and Rage. The inclusions of areas like the Chaos Realms has given us the opportunity to showcase the most visually distinct gameplay in Total War history. It's also allowed the design teams to really experiment and innovate with
The
new
freedom
gameplay
must be
features such
so
as the
good.
survival battles, which really accentuates the horror and majesty of these demonic realms. The focus on the eastern fringes of the map has really allowed us to explore never before seen races in such detail in any Warhammer IP.
Ooh, you guys catch that? Races we've never seen before.
The overall philosophy has been
Indeed.
to really mirror the asymmetry that you see in the tabletop game that Games Workshop have created, and that provides a lot of fun as players work out what are the strengths and weaknesses of all the races and how to use those in their favour.
Agreed.
We've really looked to push the variety in this game, both in terms of the gameplay variation, the mechanics available for each of the races, and the content of each of those races, the rosters,
They
the
look
units,
so
the
cool.
heroes, the spells.
The Kislev, like
Kislev
female
have
guards.
a quite conventional style with their army. They're built around rock-solid line infantry. And the good thing about their line infantry is a lot of it is hybrid infantry, so not only is it awesome in
guns.
melee combat, but they have have powerful missile weapons as well, which allow them to thin the enemy as they approach. They're bolstered by the Patriarch characters who will stand behind them and have a variety of support abilities, which will enhance the infantry's ability to hold the line. Alongside those, we have Ice Witches and Frost Maidens using the Law of Ice and the Law of Tempest, which are two very powerful spell laws with a wide variety of spells, both for killing the enemy, debuffing the enemy, buffing their own troops. And they're supported by artillery, a wide variety of cavalry as well, including bear cavalry. Khorne, a fairly simple faction to play in terms of the concept behind it. They don't have magic to use, they have very few missile units, but they do have innate magic resistance. The idea behind them is to get on the front foot, to approach the enemy and to get stuck into hand-to-hand combat. And doing that will fuel their powerful army abilities, which will help them to achieve victory.
No magic.
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Magic resistance, so like a Rush Dowie faction. That's so interesting.
The thought behind survival battles is we really wanted to get the players immersed in the realm of chaos. So once you've invaded it, you're basically going up to one of the Chaos God's backyards and you're trying to kick the door in, essentially. We really wanted to show off the scale of that, be it with the map, the amount of units that you're fighting against, and the tools that you have in your arsenal to defeat them. This also gave us the opportunity to add in new features, such as building defensive structures, allowing your units to be summoned within battle, and you can upgrade and replenish them. We're also hoping that when players go into these battles, use all these new features, they can overcome the horde of demons that attack them and, you know, really come away with a great sense of accomplishment knowing that you've bested one of the Chaos God's armies.
Bigger, badder, better.
The artistic philosophy has kind of been bigger, better, badder in terms of the way we've kind of developed the art. Everything is kind of done at a grander scale. It's done to be much more gruesome. It's done to be much more interesting and exciting, especially with a lot of the new races coming in. We really want to make sure that we differentiate the game from the first two games, whilst also making sure that it fits within the same universe and feels part of the trilogy. The Elemental Bear was a really interesting character. We did originally look at how can we approach it. Should it be done in a more ethereal look? So should it be more ghostly, more spell-based? Or should it be much more of a physical entity? Is it something that is physically created, or is it something that is generated by the army?
Our boy Barry.
And so we came up with a nice compromise where a spell is cast and then the unit kind of comes together out of a pile of snow and trees and rocks from the ground, and it turns in this massive entity basically, which is just capable of crushing vast swaths of units. And I think both us and Games Workshop were really happy with the approach, especially once we handed it to the animation team and really saw it moving. It's something unlike anything any players have seen before in game. In contrast to the Elemental Bear, for Khorne, we've got the Bloodthirster, who is very much an equivalent in terms of the size. They're both quite ginormous, both quite massive, running around with an axe and a whip. And when you imagine these kind of units both attacking each other in battle, and you see these humanoid units running around, scurrying around their legs, you get this feeling from an old kaiju movie of these huge, monstrous units taking each other on. And it really emphasises the scale difference between the races and the factions that we're going for this time around in this game. From an artistic point of view, we really want players to take away how big and bold we've really taken the franchise with this third game. We're really going to introduce quite a lot of new characters, quite a lot of interesting and diverse visual identity, which will really separate this from the first two games. From the gameplay point of view, we really want to show that we've taken the experience that players are familiar with from Warhammer 1 and 2 and really polished it and refined it, whilst also introducing some nice little surprises in there that will really make it the best playing Total War Warhammer game we've ever made.
I don't know about you guys, I'm loving this so far. Very hyper. So looks like we're not getting any campaign yet, not any multiplayer, but
that's it from this Total War Warhammer 3 event. It seems that there's a lot to get very excited about. To keep up to date with all of the developments for the game, or to rewatch any of the footage from tonight, make sure to keep an eye on the Total War social media channels and website. A final reminder that pre-orders are live and will include an additional free race pack. More details on this will be coming very soon.
New race pack.
Things are just getting started and we can't wait to share more with you very soon. From the Total War team and I, we really hope you enjoyed watching.
That was cool, I did enjoy. Thank you very much for showcasing that. While I think about it, guys, not to plug myself, but if you guys are looking to pre-order Total War Warhammer 3, you can do it down below on my Nexus account, and it's the same amount of money. CA approve of it as well. They set it up, in fact. and it gets you a little bit of like revenue back into the kind of the channel as well. So, well, that was pretty damn epic. What did you guys think of that? That was insane. I'm gonna leave it running in the background there. Looks like that is it, completely done there. Cool. So all the comments seem very positive. The new game mode's interesting. I don't know how much I'll... Because I'm so, like, engraved in multiplayer, it's weird seeing a different game mode, and I'm like, oh, will I play this a ton? Will I not? But it looks like I will. It looks very, very good, and some of the units really took me by surprise. The greatest thing, without a doubt, from the entire trailer for me, was the Ice Queen just scooting along on her little ice board. That was hilarious. But they're really good. They're really good. What did you guys think? I'll obviously chat with you guys for a little while in chat. Oh, Nick, why are you not hyped? We saw the gameplay of the battle. I assume that's what they meant by the gameplay. The bear feels more like a giant crab size. Yeah, that was really big. Not quite Dreadsaurian. I mean, Dreadsaurian should be bigger, right? But it looks pretty exciting. Just a scripted battle on a really show. I mean, yeah, that's the stuff they were showcasing today, I guess. We do want to see some more kind of multiplayer and campaign and stuff in the future, but I'm sure we'll be getting to that in a little bit when these guys do. People in general seem really pumped by Kislev. All I've seen is pictures of bears and other stuff. So I'm going to quickly load up something to show you guys whilst... let's load up this for you guys whilst we close out the stream here. I'll be still looking through chat and stuff. I'm just going to have this on in the background while I look through. Give you guys something to look at while I read the general vibe. What did you guys think? Let me know now down below. And we'll pop this going on in the background. This is just a little trailer for our channel, actually. I'll speak over it, though. We don't know when the Warhammer 2 DLC is going to be released yet. I will obviously keep you guys updated when I know. Just turn this down a little bit. You guys hyped in the background, but when I figure that out, I of course will bring it to the channel and we'll get as much early access as we can and stuff on there. Oh, I'd run away from the battlefield. Shameful display. That looked really good fun. Tactical Lich. Total War Warhammer but Warcraft. Not bad at all, honestly. It looked pretty cool. But just remember, everyone, you get a pre-order bonus if you buy a game within the first 7 days of release. Yeah, you don't have to pre-order. But if you want to pre-order, you absolutely can, of course. Oh yes, Anne Raksha. Wojciech. I need to look up the correct pronunciation for that name, but the Polish bear. He got an amazing story. Katrina is so badass I can't deal, says the Kaiser. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, we may well get Nippon, or we may get ogres or something. I feel. FPS for the FPS god, a ram for the ram throne. Oh god. Well, I was pretty hyped. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. And chilling out with me. Glad to give my kind of thoughts and... Oh, let's end my little trailer there. There we go. Glad you guys enjoyed for the most part, I think. Seems really positive. Do you reckon the new Chaos Kislev Lord will have a Malice Darkblade effect? I don't think either of those two will. But I think there is a chance logic with the Cathay leader, who's actually a dragon in human form, I believe. So they definitely could see them kind of coming into the action in that kind of format for sure. Wojciech, but don't quote me on that. We'll definitely look it up. We'll definitely look it up. Well, guys, don't worry. This isn't the only stream we're even doing today. We're going to be doing one probably about 6:30 p.m. BST. Let's look at the time now. So, that's an hour's time. Maybe in an hour and a half time. We're actually going to be doing a King of the Hill with Flying Taco doing some co-commentary as well. He's a very prominent member in the multiplayer scene in general. If you've seen much of my channel, you probably know about him already. So we'll be doing that in a little while. Of course, I'll pop up a live stream, and you guys, if you subscribe to the channel, will be able to see when that comes up. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to get more Total War Warhammer content in the future. And obviously, we'll be covering things all through Warhammer 3. Really exciting news I spoke about earlier with Games Workshop actually are going to send me like a little package of goodies. So I might do like a live stream of open them up because I think there's something like, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say yet actually. So maybe I shouldn't say too much, but Games Workshop are going to be sending us a little like care package of stuff. So maybe I'll open that live on stream so you guys can see what kind of stuff Games Workshop's working on. Of course, they work rather closely with CA on this game. Let me know down below as well in the comments what you guys really enjoyed about the trailer, what you're hyped for, what you're most hyped for. I'm all about the Bear Cavalry, but definitely the Ice Queen just sliding has made my day. It's so silly, but so good at the same time. Oh, but thank you for tuning. What's up, Magnus, as well? Kaiser, Spice. I'm not going to be able to speak. You've got a lot of you guys here, so I won't be able to say thank you to you all, but I have a bad feeling the map is going to be constrained to Darklands. I don't think so, because I think Kislev, the reason they're showcasing it is at the moment, is Kislev's already on the map. Right, they're on the Warhammer 1 map, so they need to be aggressive. They need to be pushing into the Demon Lands, and I think that's why they're showcasing it like this, because they need a new home almost away from Kislev. So they're going on an expedition deep into Chaos territory, but I think we're going to get Cathay's homeland, kind of further to the right. We'll obviously get the Ogre country as well, so I don't think it's all going to be Chaos Waste. I think a large portion will be, of course, wherever Kislev is and all the demons are, but there's certainly going to be a mix. They won't do the whole map in one kind of broad stroke. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But from an artistic point of view, I think that wouldn't make any sense. But yes. They said they're doing battles for all 4 Chaos Gods. Yeah, they're probably going to do a trailer for all of them as well. It's rumoured. I mean, if something's rumoured in like something like Warhammer, it's basically going to happen. It's kind of like Game of Thrones, right? Actually, I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen Game of Thrones. Let's do... I'm trying to think of another example. But basically, in a fictional universe, if someone says, this has never happened, it's going to happen in the book. Pretty much guaranteed. Like, oh, this person, like, Rubber Duck War has never lost a duel. Ever. At some point in that book, the main character is going to kick my ass in a duel. Because that's the way storytelling kind of works. It's the setup and the payoff. So I think... most likely, if it's rumoured that their leader is a dragon, it's probably going to pay off at some point. But that's my opinion. Again, it's only a rumour, so maybe they will pull a fast one on us and that won't be the case. Or maybe they won't even explore it here in this game. Who knows? But I think we're going to close the stream out here, guys. Let's close this out, I think. The best part of each new game. I can't wait for the campaign map reveal. Oh, it's going to be wild. So, obviously, they've only focused on Khorne and Kislev. They've got 3 other demon factions, Cathay, and it seems like a bonus faction that they are yet to announce. You get with the pre-order. Is going to be coming in, so I'm expecting trailers for all of them. So plenty more time yet. The game won't be out for a while, just because all the trailers are kind of popping off. I still think we're a long way off getting the actual game yet, because they do trailers for all of them, and we're still waiting for that Warhammer 2 faction. Which, in fairness, the pre-order could be a game for the Warhammer Total War Warhammer 2 map, like they did with Norska in the first game. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be closing it up there, and once again, we're going to be live streaming in an hour to an hour and a half's time, doing some King of the Hill. We're getting some of the Extreme Meme Team and DBD guys together, so it should just be a good fun. Loads of memes, loads of good battles as well. Top tier players, hunting it down, and just having a good time all around. So until next time, guys, peace. And as always, stay awesome. I'm actually going to stop the stream. As I timed that perfectly, but went to the wrong tab. So as always, guys, stay awesome.